Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome. Today I thought I'd share with you some happy mail that I have received, which is donations for me to sell at my next market. I have a small yarn haul of some new plushie yarns that I want to try for different plushies for market prep. And at the end of the video, there'll be a bit of a life update for those who are interested. So let's get started. I received happy mail from my friend Kerryn. No, not from Amazon. Kerryn in Adelaide. Over the past few years, Kerryn has made stuff, sent it to me, and I sell it at market, and the net profit goes to a little girl that we fundraise for called Emma. It's Emma's Quest, and we have raised a little bit of money over the years. So she has sent me some more things to sell, and the money's to go to Emma's Quest. So we'll open the box, which I have opened and had a sneak look because I love what she sends. I can't resist it. I might just put it over here. So first off the ranks, and she has emailed and talked about these before, is crocheted frisbees. Ta-da! These are awesome. There were 10. The reason I say were 10, because as soon as Reeb saw them, he wanted one. And she did put in her lovely handmade card. I don't know how she has the patience to do all that. It says on the back, life is beautiful. She's put lots of kind words. But she did put that we could keep one as a tester. But Reeb said, no, seeing as she made them to sell at market, I'll pay you for one. I want one. We've tested his out. They're awesome. So the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 left to sell at my August market. I think they're all made with like a 10 ply or 4-weight acrylic yarn, but they really do fly better than most plastic frisbees. I'll just put that over there. I've got a chair over there. I love this card. I'm amazed at the patience to do that. I couldn't have the patience. So the next thing, she sent these before, and I've told her they do sell. I usually keep them in a basket near my checkout where people pay, and often they go, oh, I'll have one of those. So I think there's 10 of these, and what they are is little googly-eyed octopus. Now, I get little kids to put them on their finger, and I say you can make your octopus dance, and they love them. And they sell really well. So she sent me 10 of those in a bag. They will go. Now this is a bit of a surprise and something different. Now it is a child's poncho. This is Ice Magic Glitz yarn. The reason I know that is because I sent her this yarn, and this is what she's made it into. Isn't it beautiful? This is a bag o' day pattern, bod pattern. I'll leave a link in the description below to all the patterns that Kerryn has used that I can find. That will sell well. See, I sell ponchos and wraps and shawls at the market, and they do sell. I don't go all out on wearables, but children's ponchos really sell well. The thing I have discovered since selling them, this has a drawstring neck. So I think I've made this pattern before. But apparently on my price tag, I have to put a disclaimer about the drawstring neck being a choking hazard. Someone really let me know about that with mine. So there you go. That's beautiful. It's beautiful and soft. It is beautiful yarn. I bought a lot of it and got tired of it. So I sent it to Kerryn, because she does a lot of crocheting for charity, and I thought she would be able to use it, and she has, and returned it to me. So that will go for sale. This is probably Kerryn's most popular items I sell. I don't sell them cheap. People love them. So Kerryn makes shawls in lightweight cotton or cotton blends, and they're just stunning. So this she sent me 2 to sell. These are like bikini wraps. You can wrap around your hips or just have lightweight around your shoulders. I really love this one. I can see this with like if you're going to a wedding and you want something lightweight, I can see this with a beautiful golden outfit for a wedding. That's just gorgeous. Look, I always sell them. I really shocked myself last November when I sold 2 of them at one market, because they look at the price. They never quibble about the price. It's just whether they can afford it or not. Won't be a moment. Sorry, a bit of background noise out there. It's school holidays, so kids play out in the street a lot. The second shawl is this one. Now, she has put in the card the cotton she used in the pattern, so hopefully I'll put all that in the description below for you. I'm having trouble remembering everything. I love them. I think they're beautiful. Everybody that admires her shawls says what beautiful handiwork. So I'm really happy I got the shawls, because I'm only down to 1 of hers left. I have got a couple that I've nearly finished of mine that I'll share with you at a future date. So I like to take about 4 shawls to a market. If I sell 2, because I've got 2 models, I can put them out. So that was Happy Mail from Kerryn. I really want to thank her for going all out. She's been a big supporter of the channel and of Emma's Quest for quite a while. Yarn. I decided I've got plushie yarn. I've been using up my spotlight blanket yarn, which I don't really like. It hurts my hands. I've got a lot of Zaddy Craft, which I use, and I do like it. I've got Patty's Plush, which I do use, but it's a lot thinner, and sometimes the items turn out a bit smaller than I would like. And I'm watching other people's videos. I haven't been watching many. I'll explain in the life update why. And seeing the yarns they use. So it's difficult here in Australia to get yarns, but I got from craftonline.com.au, Australian family owned company that stocks some of the yarns from overseas. So I bought some, but I didn't go, look, it was like one late night and I thought I'll just buy a few. I won't go crazy. I want to try them. So first one out, and I've taken them out of the plastic, is Parfait Plush. Now, a couple of years ago, I tried Parfait Chunky or whatever it's called, and it was terrible. As soon as I touched it, it fell apart. I think I paid like $9 a ball, and out of the 2 balls, I got 1 item I could sell. The rest just went to pieces. This is the color Carrot. And I believe this is supposed to be better. It's a super bulky, 170 yards, 160 meters in a 200 gram ball. I haven't got the prices with me. They didn't put a packing slip in, but this was not cheap. To get it here, it's quite expensive. I know the ladies in the US freak out at what we paid to get this yarn. It feels beautiful and soft. So I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. Now, the other one I wanted to try, and I haven't taken it out of the bag, is Premium Basics Chenille Brights. And that's this one. Now, I'm convinced this is one of the ones we get in Millends. It's a quite flat yarn. It's not rounded. This color is hibiscus. I don't know why I picked the colors. 112 yards, 103 meters in a 50 gram ball. Yet again, not cheap. But I thought, well, if I really like them, and they do sometimes run a special, at least if I've tried them, I'll know whether I want them. When I do try them, I'll try and do a bit of review on how I feel about them. The other yarn, and I've seen it advertised and around, but no one really stocked it until I saw this, is a local, what we call Australian made yarn, Panda Polar Puff. My problem is, when I ordered it, I didn't realize it had glitter in it. It's 92% polyester, 8% lurex, 59 meters in a 50 gram ball. So can you see the glitter? I bought 2 balls of this color. There is no color name, just a number. And I bought 2 balls of yellow because I thought, oh, I'll put that, because when you look at it, it's the same sort of thickness as Patty's Plush, and I have a bit of that, and I thought, oh, I'll put the yellow with that, but it's got glitter in it now. So I have to rethink that. I'm not really big on yarns with glitter, especially for plushies. The other thing is I like the really big plastic stitch markers. And I had about half a dozen, and then suddenly I was down to one. And I'd been taking stuff backwards and forwards to work and doctor's appointments. I thought, I've lost them. So I ordered some Clover jumbo locking stitch markers. These are the ones I really like. And the day this parcel arrived, I came home and things that I stripped down the lounge, I moved all the lounge and had a good clean, bit of a spring clean. And he said, I found some of your crochet stuff. He found 5 of these that had fallen behind the lounge or down the lounge. So I have more, but I do really like them. So in the bag, I don't know, there's 12 in a packet. Hopefully I won't lose them, but that's the size I like, and I do like those stitch markers. So that was from Crafts Online. I have bought from them before. I like the idea they boxed it. I've had it in bags where it falls apart before it gets to me, so that's really great. That's all my unboxing I have. So if you're not interested in life update, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you drop by and say hello. Let me know in the comments below if you've used any of these yarns and what you think of them. Even this panda polar puff. Anything. I love to read the comments and see what you're thinking out there. Life update. This is where it gets a little iffy. All year I've been saying I'm retiring in August, and we've been gearing up at work for me to retire. So we went through the process of recruiting 59 applicants, shortlisted to 8. 2 pulled out because they didn't want to work autonomously in an office. 3 got jobs before the interview and didn't want to go through with the interview. So we interviewed 3. And out of the 3, there was 1 that was sort of acceptable. But the big shock was all 3 wanted $25,000 a year more than I get paid for a 25-hour-a-week job. And that freaked everybody out, me included, because I said we needed to find the right person for the job. Anyway, while they were toing and throwing about whether we offer it to this woman, they spoke to me and I've agreed to stay another year, maybe 2. We'll see how we go. The person who should have been doing the recruitment is away on a big holiday that she planned in the outback of Western Australia. And I have spoken to her. She's got Starlink satellite phone, and I said, she's happy I'm staying. She doesn't want me to go. And I said that we really need to sit down and you and I talk about it and organise it when I'm ready to go. Or they did offer me a lot more money to stay, not $25,000 more, but quite a bit. And I thought, well, I really don't want to leave this job, walk away and regret that I've left them with a mess, because I've been there 11 years and they've been really good to me and I really like the job, and I think the next person has to be the right person. So the funny thing is, an apprentice at my hairdresser's about 2 months ago, when I said I was leaving in August, she goes, what year? I said, this year. No, she was right. It's not happening this year. So I'm still working. I've been having lots of medical appointments. I've got a new young GP who's very keen. And one of the things is, I said to her, is my eyes. I get a lot of negative, nasty keyboard warrior comments about my eyes. Yes, I've often had things say to me, open your eyes, and they are open. So I've seen a specialist, and it turns out I'll be having an operation in the 2nd week of September. I have these growths or tumours under the eyelids that are weighing my eyelids down, and sometimes I can't open them. That's why I haven't been watching as many videos. It's just too hard to try and open them. He tells me they're hereditary. They're not cancerous or anything, but they will get bigger, and I'll come to a point I won't be able to lift my eyelids. So I'm having eye surgery. So for a few weeks there, you might not see my face on video because he showed me photos of what I look like, and I think I look like I've been hit by a bus, all the bruising. it's a very delicate operation, but he's the best in town. Everyone raves about him, so I'm quite confident he'll do a good job. He also found some sort of special scarring behind my eyeball that he needs to go in and fix. He said, and we have to monitor that doesn't get worse. Something about something's breaking away. But other than that, my vision's great. It's all to do with my eyelids and these things that are growing behind it and under it, that there's tiny ones under it that I can't see that he can see with his special equipment that are coming through here. So another reason to stay at work was I do have private medical health, and that's why it's going to be done in September and not 2 years' time waiting for public health. But I will be out of pocket about $4,000 over and above insurance. So another reason to stay at work to pay for my surgery. But yes, I'm looking forward to it because I am so tired. I've had some really nasty comments on YouTube that, you see, all my comments are hell. That's how I know. I read them all and they don't get published. And if the same person keeps making nasty comments, they get blocked. I don't care if I don't get to 1 million subscribers. I'm just not interested. If that's all you've got to do with your life, I'm blocking you. Go and find something else to do with your life. Anyway, I'm working for at least another year and I'm having eye surgery. Other than that, I'm really healthy. And considering how many blood tests I've had, how many breath tests, all sorts of tests, and I'm starting to think I'm her guinea pig. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that's just a little video for today. Something a little different, a yarn unboxing, a gift unboxing, and a life update. But let me know what you think of these yarns if you've used it. Stay safe, stay well, and make sure you have a crafty day. It's good for your mental health. Bye for now.